We're back from the Silver Creek Studios for another episode of Get a Load of This. I'm Jared.
And I'm Ryan.
Is it wrong because I want to get it on till I die? This is Joe.
Hey, Joe.
In case you didn't know, it's Joe.
Really? Is it?
It is. In full effect. And I love sitting in front of a mic. This is awesome. I get it. This is how I want to live the rest of my life, people. Help it make it happen.
Yeah.
I will make you happy in turn.
Subscribe. That's how you make it happen.
That's how I make it happen. Hey, if you can dream it, it can happen. It takes what do they say? God damn. I can't even think. It takes teamwork to make the dream work.
Yeah.
Holy shit, the first time I heard that, I laughed so hard. We were pushing a car into the building, and one dude, he goes, hey, man, it takes teamwork to make the dream work. I looked at that motherfucker. I go, are you kidding me? I laughed so hard. I had no idea. And they tell me that's real. I thought he made that shit up.
What is it, good. Bob the Builder? That's what's going to work?
Is it?
Teamwork.
Yeah, teamwork, yeah. That's funny. We had all intentions to have a topic here and start this off with, hey, this on this episode of...
you guys know how Joe has to come in.
We didn't even make it out of the gate.
It's all over. Sorry, guys. Let's shut her down now.
No, man, let's roll with it. Let's see what happens.
How I am. I got to come with an intro.
Yeah, that was one hell of a one, yeah. That was a good one. I liked it.
You like that?
So what are we going to talk about this time, Jared?
On this episode of Get a Load of This, I thought, a lot of what we do is nostalgia on this show, or some of what we do. And when I think back to my childhood growing up, one of the things that I always kind of go to is some foods, and specifically junk foods, things that...
Finally, guys. You brought an expert.
As you get a little bit older, your parents start letting you eat more junk that they didn't used to let you eat.
You get tired of hearing you bitching about
right.
what was on the TV.
Yeah. Cram your fat hole with whatever this is, you sponge-eating bastard.
So I thought we could kind of get into what some of those foods were when you were a kid. What did you pig out on when you're growing up?
Yeah, well...
Salmon. Whatever we caught.
Just river fish.
Yeah. Anything you caught in the drainage ditch by the house was yours.
You're lucky if you had fire.
Yeah. You can heat it if you want. There's a cigarette lighter somewhere.
So, I grew up, the first few years of my childhood, I had my mom home, and I don't remember what snacks I had. I'm sure she had something very delightful. But then she went to work, and we were, latchkey kids and on our own. And I don't really recall anything specific. I do. One thing is microwavable French fries for some reason.
Okay.
Some old easy fries.
Easy fries, yeah.
God damn.
And
it must have been nice. Now, this is the same guy that had his own pool down.
Right. Subdivision pool.
Where the help only got to swim.
Right. 10 minutes at the end of every hour. Yeah.
Mother.
Easy fries was
Are there any more easy fries?
when the help would fire up the deep fryer.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
No, but I remember them being awesome, and
Yeah,
but
they were.
if I had them
fucking
today, would you think they'd hold up?
No.
I mean,
Hell yeah,
I'm
because
sure
they've gotten
they're
only
shit today.
better.
do they still make them?
Man, I
don't know.
had
Check on
hard
that.
fries. I had hard ass fries.
Yeah.
That's what it even said on the bag. 2 pounds of some hard ass fries. Enjoy. Try.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Call your dentist now.
Right. These aren't even potatoes.
So I think Ryan mentioned the other day, one of the things I remember, growing up is when a new product would come out. So it wasn't just the first time I had something that's been around since the 50s.
Pepsi
it was
Clear.
the first time I had stuff like that. So you mentioned Cool Ranch Doritos.
Right. Well, the 80s were
Oh,
experimental time.
Yeah.
That's right. Cool Ranch was, that was heaven when you could get a blue bag of Cool Ranch Doritos.
Now, do you still like Cool Ranch Doritos?
I do, yeah. We
Yeah, I
don't
do too, yeah.
get them a whole lot. I still prefer original, but Cool
Me
Ranch is a
too.
nice
I'm an
alternative.
original Dorito
I have never
man.
met a Dorito I didn't like.
Yeah.
Oh, see, Cool Ranch to me, I don't know. That's NASCAR. Cool Ranch Doritos and Mountain Dew. NASCAR.
What's wrong with that, man? You're alienating a large swath of our audience.
Hey, that don't listen. So
We already pissed off all the prostitutes. Now we got
Yeah.
NASCAR
Both you
fans.
whores.
We are losing people by the dozens.
yeah. By
And
the
we only got
tens.
about a dozen. So
By the tens. I'm sorry. No, you guys should listen. Even the whores.
No, but I just had recently I don't know what they're like, hoppin' jalapeno or something. There's something jalapeno Doritos.
No, they're the poppin'.
Jalapeno.
Yeah, they're poppin' jalapeno. It's like a.
It's like a jalapeno cruncher with a little bit of a taco twist.
They're hot,
but I love them. I love jalapeno.
Good.
I love jalapeno crunchers too. That's one of my favorite chips.
Yeah, that's the best.
But the wife brought
we
a
don't
bag
get to
of
have
those home.
crunchers in our house.
You don't get crunchers?
No, we
It's
would.
a religion?
Someone would get murdered if we had crunchers in our house.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's a whole other story for another
Have you met
episode.
my daughter?
Yeah. She doesn't like crunchy foods.
Oh, okay. We got That's a whole other episode.
Oh,
Yeah.
crunchers
That's
are
a
the
good
best,
episode.
man.
We need to have that episode.
Jared
but,
has to come down to Silver Creek Studios in the soundproof room in order to eat crunchers.
Oh,
Otherwise, there'll be a murder scene.
You're being too loud, asshole.
Oh, it's a lot worse than that. But
That's
we'll get into
terrible.
that another time.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
But crunchers and anything jalapeno, any jalapeno. But I honestly, I don't think there's many chips that I don't like. But I do remember when Cool Ranch came out, and my buddy growing up, that was his. Yeah, he was in love with them, and I mean, I don't know. It was something. Maybe it was the marketing. We were just suckers
Yeah,
for
I think
marketing.
that's part of it. And I know there was another short-lived version, the Jumpin' Jack, Monterey Jack.
Yeah. How about the?
Pepper Jack
I like
Doritos.
There's like a spicy nacho.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No,
That was a little later. That was like in the...
Well, these are like the new ones that you can go
Yeah.
get right now.
Right,
It's
right.
almost like a purple bag.
Well, what I love
They're
is,
good. They're
is
good.
that they brought back the taco flavored, which was original. You know, that was the original Dorito.
Right.
Well, the original was the plain one, just a plain tortilla chip,
Right.
triangle shaped. And then they came out with the taco flavored, and they brought those back. Love them. Love them. Go to every time.
My go-to every time is just Doritos,
Yeah.
party
Just
size,
nacho
because
cheese
I'm
Doritos.
gonna get it done.
Yeah.
Now, another chip that I remember when it came out, and it's still a go-to today, was the cheddar and sour cream Ruffles.
Hell
Yeah, those
yeah!
are good.
yeah.
Yeah,
Are
you
those
kidding
solid.
me? Those are
Still-
awesome.
Still
Those-
a go-to.
With like with any dip, like
They don't need no dip. They don't. need
they
no
don't.
dip.
They don't. But when you add it,
Yeah,
shit!
I guess.
Don't
But
need
then you
it.
fuck up your dip. You put a cheddar
Yeah,
sour.
now you get all that orange
Then you
shit
eat
in
all
your
the dip. Are you
I'm
kidding
with
me?
Joe on this one. You just make it.
You just
Make it gone.
Oh, you know what? Oh, who ruined the dip? I don't know. I ate the dip.
No,
That's
I
what
have
shit
an
happened.
aversion to putting a flavored chip into any dip because
Then
then
you're
it
missing
soils
out.
the dip.
How about Doritos dipped in cheese dip?
Well, that's different.
That's the shit
Yeah.
too, man. Walk the dog on that. That's awesome.
No, my go-to if I'm going to do chips and dip is a plain Frito, and French onion dip.
That's a good
Okay.
one.
Yeah, that's just
Not a
solid,
fan
man.
of the bean dip. I don't like taking.
I used to love bean dip,
Yeah,
but
see,
now
I
I've
don't-
realized how
yeah.
bad that shit is for you. Just like a
Is
can.
it?
Yeah, it comes in a can. Frito-Lay makes it. It's in a
It's
little.
Alpo.
Looks like a
It's
hockey
dog,
puck.
It's dog food.
Yeah.
Now, I've never been a fan of bean dip. I don't like beans
Yeah,
in
I
general.
don't like beans
I'm kind of
either.
coming
I'm with
around on like chili or whatever. But
Nope.
a friend of mine, oh man, he makes bean dip with habanero sauce,
Oh.
and oh my god, now it is the hottest fire I've ever had.
But it's still
so
bean
good.
dip. At the end of the day, it's still a mealy ass shitty bean, just
Yeah.
all up in your grill.
No, I honestly, there's not many snacks that I won't try,
No, yeah.
and B, I don't love. I mean, there's very few things that I will not, sit down and watch a movie or watch some shitty TV and just devour a bag of. My wife gives me crap about like, well, we don't buy the bag so you can sit down here at 11 o'clock at night and eat the whole damn
I
thing. I'm
do.
like,
That's
Oh
why I
yeah.
buy the
Oh
bag.
yeah.
they should make bigger bags, in
Yeah,
my
I don't-
opinion.
If they make the bags any bigger, we're gonna need help getting them to the
Right.
bedroom.
Well, this bag of Doritos, she got them at Sam's, and the bag of Doritos, the jalapeno ones, it was a big one, and it's
Yeah.
still surviving at the house. But the kids discovered it.
It's over.
And I'm sure it's probably gone by now. But no, I love my snacks. I love my chips and dips, and but honestly, my go-to. Well, now we're off the nostalgia topic, but
We'll
I
go
love
back.
nachos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just
you're a nacho
love
man.
nachos, man.
Now you were describing to me how you would prepare your own nachos. So how do you make your nachos?
Let's walk down this
Yeah,
primrose
well,
path.
it's a whole thing, and maybe check out our Instagram. There'll be a picture of some epic nachos. But I do keep it simple. I don't go too crazy with toppings. It's quite simply there's a protein, whether it's chicken or it's leftover taco meat or fajita chicken or something like that, and then shredded Monterey Jack and cheddar block. It's a mixture, that blended cheese or whatever. And then I do sour cream guacamole, and maybe I'll do some pico de gallo, some tomatoes and onions.
Not a lot of toppings, he said.
But that's it. But some people will load.
Sounds like 7-layer dip.
Load that shit up where it gets all soggy and stuff like that. But the key is that I don't use liquid cheese.
Yeah, right. That's where I differ. I mean, I can appreciate let's say real cheese. But man, nachos to me is the liquid cheese, the spicy cheese.
Liquid cheese is overrated.
I like that way.
I like a good melt. I like it to be like a slice of pizza when you pull it up and there's the strings of cheese.
See, ideally, I would do both. I would have some liquid cheese smothered on
but
there,
I'm with you on that sour cream,
cheese melted.
Sour cream,
sour cream and guac, and But you keep them simple because you go to a lot of restaurants and they make a fine plate of nachos, but there's just almost too much crap on there, and it just ruins it. It's
and then they color the chips. Who are you kidding?
Right, yeah. It's all just...
What the piss? Yeah. I don't need a black
blue
and
corn
red
my ass.
chip.
Yeah, it's not. How many blue corn stalks are out there?
Yeah, I ain't seen them. I live in Illinois. You fucking kidding me?
Right.
So speaking of nachos, you guys remember the $59, $79, $99 menu at Taco Bell back in the 80s?
I do. I do remember that.
Yeah, you could eat like a king on $5 bill, man. You could. If you spent $5, you were sitting right.
You were feeding two.
Some buddies of mine, every time we'd go to Taco Bell, we would compare each other. How many items did you get? It wasn't how much did you spend or did you get this combo. It was how many items. Oh, I got 6 items. Oh, I got 7 items.
they were all equally.
You were more of a badass the more items you got.
So I remember when I'm going to tell you guys a story. Here it goes. I remember when that $59, $79, $99 was going on. Me and my buddies, we went to a grocery store, and I got sour cherry balls in the bulk. Do you remember when grocery stores used to have the bulk section?
Yeah.
So I got a pound of those and a gallon of chocolate milk.
Oh, my God.
Jesus.
We all get in his car. I don't know what we did at the store, but that's what I did. I don't know what they did. Maybe they all went to piss, and I was like, oh, well, I'm getting this.
I got $4. I'm getting all the cherry balls I can eat.
So then they go, all right, we're going to Taco Bell. I'm like, okay. I go and get 6 Chilitos. Now, Chilitos then is now...
For you youngsters out there.
Yeah, for you youngsters. It's a chili cheese burrito. I got 6 Chilitos and a Dr. Pepper. But the whole way there... I'm eating sour balls and chocolate milk out of a jug, like a damn ass. We walk out of this Taco Bell, and it has one of these big roundabout drive-thrus.
Sure.
A lot of grass. I'm in the middle of this grass, puking. Just puking up stuff. And the sour
no
balls,
alcohol involved in any of this?
not a stitch.
Just chocolate milk and
well,
cherry balls.
I had a half a gallon of chocolate milk cherry balls, and I had 6 Chilitos. That was a party in itself.
Yeah. Something had to go.
These people are trying to order their sad food, and I'm out there retching. Just
the manager come out and be like, "Hey, man, you got to go. You're hurting business."
He probably did yell out, but I was like, so yeah. But I remember that I was like, that was ridiculous.
Poor choices.
Yeah. But I remember it was like 79 cents for a Chilito.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to ruin this.
Now, we had an entrepreneur at our school who would buy a bag of the sour balls at Schnucks in bulk, you know, for, I can't imagine that cost more than $5 or something.
Right.
And then he'd bring it to school and sell them a quarter piece, and he'd make $30 or whatever a day on that shit.
Yeah, with the blow pops. His mom would go to Sam's and buy him a big old box of blow pops and sell them for...
you buy that shit at weight.
Oh, yeah. And then they'd come to school and they sell them for a quarter piece, make a killing. You know?
Oh, yeah. And eventually, like, the school cracked down on it. They wouldn't let him do it because he's profiting hundreds of dollars off his classmates.
We had that week. Too. Like in grade school, we had a kid that would do that. And then, but we had like a Pencil Palace. So Pencil Palace sold, like pixie sticks and shit like that, plus pencils. And I'm not talking high school.
They may have sold a pencil or two.
No, they sold. That was their niche. Yeah, I'm talking like grade school. You know, you get out of lunch, you can either go to recess or you can go buy pencils. I always went and did the monkey bars, but every once in a stitch, I'd go, hey, let's see what kind of sugar they're peddling.
I need some refined sugar to throw it on my neck.
What kind of sugar you peddling? Yep. I'd wander in there, and then they cut that shit out because it was like. You were like Pencil Palace.
No wonder
sponsored by blow pop.
It's no wonder teachers retire at a young age.
Yeah.
Stuffing sugar down the kids' throats.
I can tell you, any teacher I had needs to be done. They earn
They
earn their keep. You
They
had
earn
a
their
year with
pension.
me.
Yeah. Note to anybody that was Joe's teacher that they need to.
I had.
They need to retire and get their full pension.
I'll give you a story. And I told this to my daughter just to give her perspective. So, in 6th grade, we used to have Student of the Week. Student of the Week. There were always these assholes that won every week. And fuck, I tried one week. I was like, I'm going to win this. I'm going to win this motherfucker.
Really aiming for it.
Aimed for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, holding the door. Hey, whatever. Student of the week. End of the week comes. I didn't win.
Billy got it again.
I fucking threw a fit. I went to the teacher in the middle of the class. I go, hey,
I've been busting my
what the
ass.
fuck I got to do to win Student of the Week? She goes, you're a terrible student. I go, what? I go, I was schmoozing all these kids the whole time. She goes, you know what we're going to do? We're going to find out who's the worst student of the week. I won that shit handily.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
Fucking bitch made a thing.
About making you the worst student of the week.
Yeah. So
that would be frowned upon in today's
well,
world.
yeah. So I got to sit there.
Bullying. Or
Yeah.
Right. By the fucking teacher. Right. So this woman
Yeah.
made another
I
Gallup
think you
poll.
call her a bitch. I think that's
made another
acceptable.
Gallup poll about who would be the worst student and who would be the best. And then, Mitch Cummings won handily with
Mitch Cummings.
whatever his fucking name was. And I would like to nominate Joe as the worst student of the week because he is always, I don't know, stealing loose leaf. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I was just being me. I
Beat up a kid and took his pixie stick on the playground.
Point is, I listened to 30 students
Make a case.
make a case.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's damaging, man.
I was a formidable child at that point.
Yeah.
And
But
so
it drove you to greatness, though. I mean,
Yeah,
some would say.
I guess. Yeah. I can tell you right now, greatness, I'd break that bitch's jaw. Great. And toss her out a second floor window. I'd do that. But I told the story to my daughter, and she did.
At Lotus Podcast.
At Lotus Podcast. But she ended up making me a student dad of the week or something, little thing. And like in her room and gave it to me. I think I still have it.
Oh,
It was
awesome.
nice. It made me feel good, but
So what she's trying to tell you is that even though you weren't student of the week, Dad,
yeah,
you're the dad of the week for me.
And that's cool. But it was one of those things where I was trying to get my point across to her that don't be me. Don't be the kid that is looked upon. I was looked upon by an overwhelming amount of students.
Yeah.
As a complete horse's ass.
Well,
but I try not to be, at least that week.
Right. Well, but here's the thing, though. Talking about being a student of the week, and we're off the snack topic for a little bit here. We'll get back on track here in a second.
We're spinning the yarn.
But I'll tell you, this guy, he told my son, my oldest boy, some pretty good advice. We were, I'm not going to lie, Joe and I were drunk at my kitchen table.
Oh, I told.
Hard to imagine.
Yeah, you told my son.
So this is me speaking to Ryan's son.
Right. And so we had a few beverages. And,
it happens.
And the boy came strolling in, and he was starting high school. It was the year before high school. And Joe said, look, man, if you want to succeed in high school, you just need to be nice to everybody. And you need to be a good person and not judge people, and just be a good guy to everybody that you come in contact with. And if you do that, you're going to have a great high school career. And I tell you what, that kid took it to heart, and he's had a great time, and he has a lot of friends, and he's had an enjoyable high school career. And he's not super popular. He's not the cock of the walk. He's just a kid, but he doesn't have enemies, and he's had a hell of a lot better high school career than I did.
Well, then maybe that student of the week shit rang true with me. Maybe that's what I needed.
The other thing is that it doesn't make a difference. Is that whenever you are that young, there's things that impact you, that change you and change the way you look at life, and it makes you maybe think too hard, or maybe think just the right amount about how you should carry yourself, and No, I think that everybody had something that happened in their young life that changed the way that they are later on in life.
But I wish that story was me tossing my 6th grade teacher out the window. That's how that should have ended. I'd be like, you know what? You're right. I'm the worst student in here. And then
you helped shape a young man. But
I could have done that anyhow. And I could just toss that bitch out.
Yeah. Anyway, but let's get back on the snack. Let's talk about nachos some more. We got real deep and serious there.
We're off nachos. We need to move to a different...
Do you guys remember when the DQ Blizzard came out? 1985.
So I don't remember.
I vividly recall it. Oh, really?
Actually, no, I probably do because I probably thought it was a Poser concrete,
It was a Poser concrete.
Yeah, so we're, for anybody listening, we're in St. Louis here, and we got the world-renowned Ted Drewe's Frozen Custard,
right.
which has been on the Food Network, but been around since the 40s or something.
Well, I think Earth actually...
built itself around Ted Drewe's.
But it's on
great.
the 4th day we built Ted Drewe's.
If you ever come to St. Louis, you got to find Ted Drewe's and eat some frozen custard. But I honestly think that the DQ Blizzard is just a cheap knockoff. It's ice cream. It's not frozen custard.
See, I never heard of Ted Drewe's until college,
you lived
maybe high school.
You bought a Christmas
down in the
tree
sticks,
right? We weren't over in South City.
Yeah,
I wasn't either. But you see the commercials and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the Blizzard is still a tremendous concrete.
Yeah.
That is a...
But I remember lines out the door.
Oh, yeah.
And people, looking up at the menu, what flavor. And they only had 4 flavors or something back then. And that was back when they would turn that fucker upside down. And
they still do now, though.
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, they do. Oh, go get one.
They didn't for a long time here in town. If they did, it would plop out of there. It was way too
But
soft.
that is a complete ripoff of Ted Drewe's. Concrete. They started that stuff, turning the ice cream cup upside down. And say, hey, look how thick it is. And so but nothing. Not to take anything away from Dairy Queen. I mean,
to me, it was new and was this phenomenal change.
And now it's the Dairy Queen of the Blizzard of the Month is not so much anymore, but it was a thing for a long time with my
it
my
still
middle
is
son.
now. There's a peanut butter cookie dough thing that is
there's 2 of them. They have 2 Blizzards of the month.
They do have 2 Blizzards in a month. I seen the commercial. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, gotta go get that.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I don't remember when.
What's wrong with us, man? This is ridiculous. We get excited.
We sit here and drink beer on a weeknight.
No shit. I get more excited about seeing the Blizzard of the month, and that's ridiculous. And my wife buys a new shirt. I should be losing my shit over that.
Once she gets her haircut, you're supposed to notice.
I do notice.
Do you notice the Blizzard of the month before you notice your wife's new haircut?
It depends on if I'm seeing a commercial or her before. But I will say this, something weird. Like today I seen her and I noticed she was using different makeup. I'm acute to that for some reason.
You didn't notice my makeup, Joe.
He spent hours
I
on
did, and I'm going to court you after we're off the air. But yeah, I noticed for some reason I'll notice when women change their hairstyle or their haircut and whatever.
You're an observant man. So what's your go-to, not to...
we're trying to steer
us back on ice cream, snacks and such. But what's your go-to if you're going to order a Blizzard? Not a Blizzard of the month, not the cookie dough shit.
I've got to go on. I'm
with
you.
You're given vanilla ice cream and your choice of toppings. Where do you go?
So I've actually got 3. It's changed over the years.
I told you 1.
No, and I can't do 1. Go on.
Yeah. So when I was youngest that I can remember, my go-to was Nerds. Nerds candy.
And ice cream?
Oh man, it was delicious, sweet and sour. Crunchy.
All right.
Nerds Blizzard.
I got
we'll
you.
allow it.
Later, it was Butterfinger, and that's still
Solid
one of my
choice.
go-tos.
Yeah,
Butterfinger.
Butterfinger's good.
Mm-hmm. And I can't remember exactly when they started doing it. I want to say mid-90s, and this is a staple on their menu now, the cookie dough Blizzard. So that's my go-to every time now is cookie dough Blizzard.
All right, so it's my turn?
Yeah, go ahead.
So no vanilla ice cream. I like the chocolate ice cream.
Okay, fair enough.
And I will do Snickers, Hershey's, Reese's. I can't do M&M's because I got shit teeth.
So not all at the same time.
Sometimes. I will do any of those candy
any of the candies, any of the chocolate candies.
Yeah.
What about Heath? Do you do Heath?
No, I don't do Heath.
The
I don't
toffee,
do the Butterfinger, but I like Butterfinger, so I'll probably try that.
Yeah.
They got peanut butter sauce, and that
really?
shit. Oh man,
I bet that's pretty good. Yeah.
It's.
What about you, Ryan?
Well, maybe I'm a purist. I don't know, but mine has always been chocolate chip and cherry.
Really?
Yep.
Never.
Just chocolate chip. Well, like, so now I'm not talking about Dairy Queen. I'm really talking about Ted Drewe's and other frozen custards.
Well, they got a name for that. What's it called?
I don't know.
They have a name for that.
Chocolate chip and cherry? Is it like the Cardinal something or other?
Cardinal Sin. But I don't think it's that.
It's hot fudge and cherries with that one. But no, when you go to these smaller custard shops or ice cream shops, they'll take that hard shell that they put on top of the ice cream cone at Dairy Queen, that stuff that hardens, a magic shell or whatever, and they put that in the cup with ice cream, and then they throw a scoop of maraschino cherries in there, and they blend it up, and it makes all that hard shell turns into your chips, and it's awesome. And that was my go-to for a long time. It still is. Every once in a while I get that, but now I'm getting weird because I'm getting old. Pineapple.
What?
Simple.
Come on.
In your Blizzard?
Well, usually Concrete's from Ted Drewe.
He doesn't do
like
Blizzards,
that.
apparently.
I try to steer away from Dairy Queen.
So you'll pass 7. I was
going
to say you're going to pass 7 Dairy Queens to go have
a Blizzard.
Though I recall doing that,
or a Concrete or whatever
in high school and college with some friends.
So I worked at this. I worked at this restaurant.
Way out of our way.
I worked at this restaurant in South County. Still there, Giannino's, and right outside there used to be this little. It was like a Fox Photo, deal or whatever. It was a little kiosk that sat in the parking lot. It had a drive-through and had a walk-up, and it was small. I don't know, and they would fit 4 people in this thing making ice cream. And I get off work usually on Sunday nights. I would treat myself, and I would go and I would get a chocolate chip and cherry concrete. And it was called Custard's Last Stand, or Custard's First Stand, not Custard's Last. It was called Custard's First Stand, and it was family owned forever. And they finally went out of business 4 or 5 years ago, and it sucks because they had great frozen custard, and now there's one over in South County, further down the road a little bit, and they do just as good a job. But and they said the same kind of thing. It's just a little building out in the parking lot.
Well, I was going to say we should correct ourselves that we are, when we talk about Ted Drewe's, we're talking about frozen custard.
Right, it's not
when
ice cream.
We talk about Dairy Queen, we're talking about soft serve,
Right.
which also is an ice cream, and then there's ice cream. So, and I'm also not a total douche, and I think they're all pretty much the same. But
yeah, right.
Yeah,
but
well, custard has eggs in it. It's
right.
made-
But you can't tell when you're eating frozen custard that you're not eating ice cream.
dude.
They put 14 pounds of sugar in every
frozen yogurt. There used to be a Iggy's.
Yeah,
You ever had
Froyo.
it? Oh no, not Froyo.
Well,
there
but
was a
it's-
fucking Iggy's.
Yeah.
Iggy's was this little dump that we used to go to up in North County, and it was awesome. It was, oh my god, it was awesome.
Well, frozen yogurt's good too. I mean, we Froyo or all those places like that are around. They're kind of cool. That but it's ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
And they
Well,
sucker
they
you
sell
in.
it by weight.
Yeah.
Again, you want to throw all them gummy bears on there?
Yeah,
Sure, go
it's
ahead.
$14 worth of ice cream and mostly
right.
candy. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it
So you
is.
mentioned the cones earlier, which reminded me.
A dip cone?
Let's say
Yeah.
there's 3 main types. So you got your regular cone. I don't even know what you would call it. Just
Like
kind
just
of
your
plain
sugar cone or whatever.
Well,
Yeah.
no, because I would call a sugar cone a different cone. So you got your plain, like the thing they serve at McDonald's, like the real.
Right,
wafer cone. I think
Yeah.
they call that.
Okay.
Yep.
And then you got
We'll
your
go with
sugar cone.
and
What's
then
your
your
then-
waffle.
Then there's the waffle cone. So
What
the
the hell's a
sugar
sugar
cone
cone?
is like to me, it was always the one that was pointy, came down to a point.
The
It was a little
drumstick.
darker in color. Yeah, like a drumstick. Yep.
Okay.
Would be in a sugar
And then
cone.
a waffle is like it's big and the ice cream
big-
doesn't
See, I
encompass
always
it
thought
all.
like that. What you're describing with like a drumstick is the same as a
No.
as a waffle
Well,
cone.
I think
But
you
it's just
could get
cheap
a
version
drumstick
of a
maybe with a waffle cone. So a waffle cone to me has its own flavor, but it's not quite. I wouldn't necessarily call it sweet, but it kind of is sweet.
Yeah.
But then there's sugar cone where it's a sugary cone.
So what you're getting at though is what do we prefer?
What do you prefer? What's your favorite cone?
A bowl.
A bowl.
Because I don't
a lot
like
of damn work to
yeah.
eat a ice cream.
Well, I don't
cone.
like to eat. I mean,
And you can only fit like
or,
one or two
you know,
scoops
right,
on that. son
when
of a
I
bitch.
eat-
Cup at Ted Drewe's is what
yeah,
you're saying. Yeah.
a
But
cup.
I was
if
always a sugar
Oh,
cone fan, but my family they all prefer the waffle cone.
well, sure.
I like sugar cone.
I like bringing my own bowl because they're just not going to get it. Just I'll walk up and I'll be like, "This is what I want. Put it in this."
Bring an old DirecTV satellite dish
yeah.
up there, like
All
put
right.
it in this.
Are you kidding me? This is a prom punch bowl. Just fill it and charge me. I actually, to be honest with you guys, I'm not a huge fan of ice cream to begin
Yeah.
with. To me, it's bitter. Ice
Bitter?
ice cream to me is bitter.
My
So
wife's
I don't know why
obsessed
that.
with it.
As a child, I loved it, but as I got older, it's bitter to me.
Yeah.
I would rather have a candy bar. I would rather have like a turtle.
Really? See, and I don't know. I mean, I don't consider myself a sweets guy, but I do like ice cream. But I don't eat a lot of desserts. Every once in a while, I have a hankering for a good piece of pie or something like that. But like cakes are almost too much. There's just too much. They're too rich and too sweet. But I do like ice cream, but I've also noticed that I'm a bit overweight, and I noticed myself getting the mini cup, like the junior, like the kiddie cup or whatever. When I go get ice cream, it's like that's all you need, man. And you end up eating. I used to go get a large concrete or a large blizzard or whatever, and you end up shitting like a goose for a week. Apparently I'm lactose intolerant. I didn't know.
Oh no, that happens to everybody. It's just that's what happens to milk. You freeze milk. You put it in the system, it's going to come out.
It's going to be a eventually.
It's going to push through.
Did you guys ever do
mess up the works?
Come on,
homemade ice cream?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We do a homemade ice cream every August.
Really?
With my wife's family. And it's the fucking churn
the crank
style.
Right. Yeah.
We haven't probably done it in 25 years. But.
And everybody's got a crank. And Chubby Joe's down there cranking like I'm
always
trying to start an
you.
airplane. It's a fucking shame. And yeah, it's like peach ice cream.
But it's good. Oh, you make it flavored.
Yeah, with like real peaches.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a real
So ours
deal.
was always just homemade, plain vanilla. But they use like Milnot, like condensed milk and stuff like. It's like an old fashioned.
Yeah,
I don't know what it all. There's all kinds of things that go into it that I don't even know if you can buy them at a regular grocery store. But it was we never had the crank kind, but they always had the motor that sat on top of the bucket, and you had to put the rock salt in there to keep everything.
Right, that's how we do it too.
Keep everything churning, and it was good stuff, man.
But
we're
cranking it like we're earning it, like we're like
you got to work
like
for
there's no more power ever.
But I'll tell you, we used to go down to family reunions down in the Boot Heel of Missouri, down in southwest or southeast Missouri rather, and they would have a fresh peach cobbler, apple cobbler, and then homemade ice cream, and nothing better. I mean, and it's made by old ladies that never left the farm, who are all now passed. I don't know who's going to make the cobbler from now on, but I mean, there's.
You know what I've gotten into now that you're talking about like those kind of style, pecan pie, man. I love a pecan pie. Hated them for years. I thought it looked disgusting. It's like snot with
got
nuts.
that jelly in there. Yeah.
Oh man, it's good stuff.
Yeah. I didn't realize that. And then we had pecan pie at like a Thanksgiving on my wife's side, and it was an old family recipe. And they said, "Oh, this is an old family recipe. You're gonna love it." And I'm like, "Holy shit!" It was unbelievable. It was so good. I was like, "Oh, it's so sweet, so good," but it's not so sweet that like it takes you back.
Right? Yeah.
Right.
I've been chasing that dragon since, man. It's ridiculous. I'm trying to get my bride to make me. I said, "You need to make me a pecan pie."
So is pecan pie now your go-to pie?
Yeah.
Like if someone said you have all your choices, all the pies in the world, what pie do you want?
I would say if it's a good pecan pie, I'm gonna try it.
Really?
I've always been a chocolate pie because my grandmother used to make her own meringue.
Yeah.
And she'd do a chocolate meringue. And it was, I loved it so much. But now, I would say if somebody had a bunch of pies, I'd be like, let me try the pecan.
Right. How about you, Jared?
Yeah, we definitely have a pecan pie every Thanksgiving, and it's delicious.
Sure.
Growing up, I would have said lemon meringue.
I'm with you there. That's
I love it, and I still love it. But now I would say blueberry pie.
Really?
Blueberry pie with a nice sugar.
Now, what kind of crust do you have on the top? Is it a full or is it a lattice?
Like a full. Yeah, I mean lattice is fine too, but I like the full when it's got the little sugary glaze on it.
Sure. Yeah. No, I do like a lemon meringue pie. I actually tried to make one.
Talking about pies and stuff, I ain't said nothing ridiculous in a long time. So you know what? I don't know. Fuck the Cubs again. I'm sorry. I can't believe it. I tried. It was like 20 minutes. I'm almost like, I'm going to put a quilt on and make something.
He's starting to twitch.
Yeah,
he hasn't talked about
ridiculous.
anything ignorant in a while.
This is stupid. I should start fucking rapping. This is dumb. Get back to,
hey, man, I'm telling a damn story here.
Right, I want to hear about his pie.
So I tried to make a lemon meringue pie. I don't remember what holiday it was for, but I brought this thing over to my parents' house and the lemon shit, whatever the fuck, the meringue was fine.
right?
But the lemon shit never set up, so it was just like
it's usually the other way. The meringue's hard to do,
I don't know
right?
what I did. I did something wrong, and my whole family still makes fun of me about the lemon meringue pie. I've never tried it again since then, but I do like lemon meringue. But if honestly, my favorite pie is, again, going back to these old ladies down in southeast Missouri, that strawberry rhubarb pie.
Yeah.
And rhubarb, I mean, you can find it around. I mean, people grow it still. But it has that real bitter taste to it. But you got to mix it with the strawberries and the sugar, and God damn, it's awesome.
Good stuff.
It's the bomb, you know. But that brings you back to the nostalgia. It's like you taste it, and you're like, holy shit, I'm 8 years old again. I'm at my grandma's kitchen table eating this piece of pie.
Where are my pants?
Yeah, someone needs to change me.
What was your 8th year like?
It was rough. It was rough. I was eating a lot of rhubarb, and rhubarb does a number on me.
Just taste it, boy. I agree.
So what do you want to talk about, Joe? We're too much pie, too much quilting, too much.
Well, yeah.
too
I
much
mean, we
needlework.
just went straight down some fucking Food Network for a second. I think we need to bring it back to Spike TV.
Well,
y'all.
that's but this is how we roll, man. This is
yeah, that's how we
You
roll.
never
So I
know.
had to dance us back out of that for just a hair, at least, you know.
had to put our man pants back on again.
Put a cuss word in, let them know we're still nuts up, you know. Shit.
But we like pie and ice
Yeah,
cream.
we like pie. Yeah, we like pie. We like pie. We like food. That's why we're here, right? We're just bullshitting with you guys, you know, out there.
Yeah, what we're trying to do is we don't want to keep beating on the same drum, and I think we like to talk about things that we like to talk about. And
Yeah,
probably we're all hungry too.
But
Because I had some broke ass toaster ravioli tonight.
Yeah, I had nothing. I got home and I had a chocodile. That's what I had. We had chocodiles. I was like, yup.
That was dinner?
That was dinner. I'm going to go home and probably make a scene. It's going to look like a bear got in the house. Oh, my God. Did you let a bear in here? Yes.
Are you the type of person that opens a loaf of bread from the wrong end?
No. Would never do it because I don't want to ruin a loaf of bread. See, yeah.
Because you got to buy another loaf of bread then.
Yeah, because I'm the one, and I'll have to get that said loaf of bread.
Right.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that, but I'll make a bunch of sandwiches. I'll be like, is 4 too much?
So if you guys
fit on a plate,
let me riddle me this, guys. So you got it's Sunday and football day, and the wife and kids they're gone. They're off doing whatever the hell they're doing.
Gone.
And you are gonna go to the store and get your shit. You're gonna set yourself up for the day, and they're not gonna be home till 11 o'clock that night. What do you get? How do you set it up?
Well, I'm gonna go.
It's a
on
tough
this.
call. Yeah, go.
I have a few parameters. Do I know they're leaving on Saturday? Do I know they're gone? Do I like Saturday? I'm sitting there like, we're leaving
it's
tomorrow.
Planned. It's planned.
Okay,
Yeah, it's planned.
perfect. What's the weather like? Can I be outside?
Sunny and 70.
So they're leaving whenever they're leaving. So they're leaving Saturday. I'm gonna watch them off.
All right.
I'm gonna wave them. I'm gonna bowls them off. And then I'm hopping right in the truck and I'm going straight to Meat Fest. And it's just one of us. Oh God!
Then you're gonna barbecue.
I'm gonna grill
for one.
but it's gonna look like 9. It's gonna look like 9. It's gonna look like, are you having like family overs? yeah, just leave me alone.
Maybe they may show
And
up.
then so then I'll have it all. I'll do that Sunday because I want like fresh stuff.
Sure.
And it'll be way past ridiculous spent on the money and everything, and then I'll have it all ready, and I'll try to have it done before game time, and then Red Zone comes on, and it has the fucking countdown, and I'll be down there, I'll be screaming at that one, 3, 2, 1, and just yeah, and then the games will start, and I'll have like this whole spread behind me,
just
like
for Joe,
just for Chubbs, and maybe like burgers and brats and skewers and I know you don't like and chips and
Kebabs.
dip and shit I won't even eat. And I'll be like, I'm not even really eat you, but I want you here.
Well,
so
if this ever happens, I hope you call me up because I'll help you.
It's like witnessing. You're gonna watch this. You're like. you're like mozzarella sticks would just be like, I witnessed it. Like if the cops came later, they would want to question the mozzarella sticks.
They're going to be crying in the corner like,
Yeah.
oh, whatever,
Oh my
man,
God!
it was horrible.
He took them all. All my friends are gone. This is
It'd be
ridiculous.
one lonely hot dog.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
I didn't see a thing.
I hid behind the broccoli, and so yes, and then I would watch football all day, and I would graze like a fucking black bear, and and when they came home at 11 o'clock at night, I'd try to have most of it hid or eaten, and be like, oh, no, I didn't really do much. I didn't really do much.
A slow weekend.
Yeah. I'd hang a ceiling fan just so they wouldn't fuck with me or something. That's like, what did you do?
We get that out of the way before when they leave. Like, I got to do something to redeem myself.
Why is
from
there a
what's
ceiling
about
fan
to
in the
happen.
bathroom?
I got warm.
It's hitting all the walls like whack, 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 whack. It's not even spinning. You hear the motor like. Why would you put a 54-inch ceiling fan in this room? I love you.
Joe had the meat sweats, and he's like, I need a fan in here.
Yeah,
I need more power.
I'm pushing out all this damn ice cream we ate. So that's how I would handle Sunday. That's how.
Right.
That's it. And honestly, they really don't even need to leave for that. It just happens.
All right, so Jared,
I think that's a good way to wrap up this episode, actually. I would probably keep it simple and just pop open a can of SpaghettiOs and meatballs.
Oh, it's terrible. That's not an
you
event.
still like
It's
SpaghettiOs?
good. It's easy. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. I haven't eaten SpaghettiOs in a while, but I do like the
With
little,
meatballs.
Well, of course, right. But I do like the mini raviolis, the Chef Boyardee mini raviolis. Those are solid gold.
No.
But it's been a while since I had those too.
That's like That's like apocalypse food.
Yeah. Well, my mom used to make the raviolis and the SpaghettiOs, and she'd always take a piece of American cheese and she'd cut it up to spell out an R. And she
God damn, you were special. Are you fucking
My
kidding
mama
me?
loved me, damn it. What?
No shit. My mom loved me too. She kept me alive, and she'd let me know you're alive, aren't you?
She never put a J on your peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Fuck no, she never did. She never did. No. She made eggs. She cooked me eggs, and wouldn't even stay up there to watch them burn. And she would.
Better come
burn.
get them.
Mom, they're burning. Yeah, hold on. Let me get through this chapter. She read books. She read books all the time.
I thought that was you reading.
No, that's me watching my fucking eggs burn. It was like, jeez, these suck. We used to call them gaggers because they get so like.
This is a real story.
They would get so calloused.
I thought he was just ripping for a second, but this happened.
This shit's real. They would call them gaggers, and you had to cut them off. Mom, they're getting gaggers. You're like, they'll be fine. Like, scrambled eggs shouldn't come out like an omelet. Oh, this is fucking terrible.
Could you pick up dip with them?
So you pick up dirt with them. What are you talking about? You jam a stick in it, you got a shovel.
Oh my! All right. Well, hey, this snack episode brought to you by Frito-Lay
and Joe K.
We found a way to take up some time talking food.
Yeah, we sure did.
So, well, next time we'll get into more Joe's ceiling fan antics.
Right. So make sure to check us out on all the social medias at Load This Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. Send us an email, get a load of this at gmail.com. Mm-hmm. And let us know that you're out there listening. And
hey, if you're out there listening, I love you. Show me love. Let me know.
We're gonna create.
No, I don't even want that. Just hey.
Oh, now you giving up on the Christmas gifts?
No, fuck no. Send me shit. Don't get me wrong. But hey, if you guys are out there listening, you like what we're saying, let me know. Let us know. Come on. We want to hear it. We want to hear it. Makes us feel good. You know, it's like when you guys hear good stuff.
Shit,
we like to hear it too.
Well, the 9 Swedes that are out there listening, we can't rely on those guys to keep showing up every week.
And you know what? Those guys are super nice. You know what?
Yeah, they're hella good guys.
Joe got his table put together. So.
Yeah, I got it all together. Doesn't hold much. All right.
Until next time, I'm Jared.
I'm Ryan.
This is Joe.
And get a load of this.